Found it. €500. This what?
Alright, he's getting 50.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Merci. Thank you, monsieur.
Merci.
Thank you. Yes, we do that. The next day we packed up our bags from Stickies and headed to Lisses, which is maybe a 30-minute drive. Everyone says when they go to Lisses there is an aura about it, and I never expected it to feel the way it did feel. You know, there was some spirit about that place.
Mon espèce s'égare, l'esprit qui surchauffe, les gens se détestent, la guerre des égaux, 21e siècle, cynisme et mépris, non-respect de la terre, folie plein les tripes, frontières, barricades, émeutes et matraques, cris et bains de sang, bombes qui éclatent, politique de la peur, science immorale, insurrection d'un peuple, marché des armes, nouvel ordre mondial, fusion de terreur, l'homme, l'animal, le plus prédateur, le système plus la mort, assassin de la vie, a tué la mémoire pour mieux tuer l'avenir.
We arranged to meet up with Sebastien Foucan to take us around every, you know, what better guide for that sort of thing than the man himself. And he showed me all the spots, you know, manpower and everything. And we did some light training, but it was more just interesting for me to see these things I'd seen in videos from the beginning of me as a fan of parkour. These were the first places that I ever looked at. It's great to see, just to compare yourself to the feelings that the people that did these moves for the first time, from Yamakaze and Sebastien himself and David, to how we feel now doing these movements several years on when it's become also standard in the community.
Les rois tyrannisent, confréries et business en haut de la pyramide, ça sponsorise le sang entre chars et usines, innocents dans un ciel aux couleurs des usines.
I've only met Sebastien a couple of times before, and he's always an interesting character to me. This time we had a really good chance to talk, and he told me a lot about the history of things and the way things went and the way things began and started. And he's 37 now, and he's still in such great shape, you know, young mind, young body. You know, one of the first questions people ask you when you say you do parkour is, oh, how many bones have you broken and how much you get injured, and oh, how long can you do that for? Every time, you know, I look at Sebastien as a perfect example of a guy that was around when the sport was invented 20 odd years ago, and he's still going strong, still training, still enjoying it, you know, still passionate about what he does. And that's so great for me to see, and for any other athlete of this sport, to see a guy that age still going strong. You know, you can only hope and dream that you're the same, and you know, if you listen to your body, everyone can be.
Qui nous bouffe les tripes, une bouteille de vodka, quelques grammes de weed, certains ne reviennent pas. Le serrage est violent, Subutex injecté dans une flaque de sang. Des enfants qui se battent, un coup de couteau en trop. C'est plus à la baraque que les mômes rentrent tôt. Ils apprennent la ruse dans un verre de colère. Formatage de la rue, formatage scolaire. C'est chacun sa disquette, quand les mondes se rencontrent. C'est le choc des cultures, voir la haine de la...
These guys grew up in this, they spent 10-15 years training in these areas, so that you can tell from looking at the place how parkour was invented there. You know, there's a lot of flat roofs, square stairwells, and the Dame du Lac itself is just, it's a beacon for the sport, and it just shows, like, if you were a kid growing up in that area, there's not much else you'd want to do, you know.